All right, welcome to this new video. In this video, we're going to talk about prop firms. First, we're going to talk about what a prop firm is, why you should use them, setting some expectations, and then I'll give you an amazing tool to find the right prop firm for you. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, first let's set some definitions. What is a prop firm? A prop firm is a company where you can receive funding to trade for them and you receive a profit split over the profits you make. Quick note there, almost all current prop firms at the time of this recording is 2024 give simulated accounts for the first couple months. It means you're not trading real money, it's only demo, simulated money. For example, you get 100k in funding with a prop firm, you make 5% profit with a 80-20 profit split, then you get 80% of that 5k, that is 4k. This is a little schematic I pulled away from Google. Prop firm versus traditional firm. Prop firm use the firm's money, only profits when everyone profits, and risk management policies to protect assets. You will see when we dive into the challenges and the rules that there are risk management rules in place like a max drawdown or daily drawdowns. A traditional firm use the customer's money, profits whether you make money or not. In a down market will likely tell you to weather the storm. So prop firms are very nice to use, but they need to use with intentional rules and intentional plan. And we're going to talk about that in a second. The question you need to ask yourself is, why should you use a prop firm over a personal account? So let's say you have $500 to spend. With a personal account, what is the chance of you flipping $500 to 100k? Let's be honest here, not that high. Why? For two main reasons. Compounding 500 to 100k takes a lot of time. And the mental game of flipping something times 200 is very, very difficult. If you compare that with prop firms, with $500, you can get a 100k challenge on most firms. If you pass that challenge and only make between 1 and 3% per month, which is very reasonable, that is between 1 and 3k per month consistently. And it's good to dive into this a little deeper because, for example, your pass rate is 20%. So you pass 1 out of 5 challenges. That means your upfront costs, 5 times $500 is $2,500. Of those 5 accounts, you only pass 1. You make a 3% payout. That means you just take one trade, winning trade 1 to 3 on a 1% risk. Your payout will then be 3k. And your profit on that batch of 5 trades is 3k profit minus 2.5k of the challenge fees is $500 profit after that first payout. And the cool part is there, after that $500 profit after the first payout, you are in profit of that batch and you still have that 100k to play with for more payouts. This framework is the key in understanding how to play prop firms. So this framework right here on batching prop firms is something you should definitely take notes on because it will help you tremendously in scaling your own funding and own prop firm journey. Before you dive into the prop firm world, it's very important to set some expectations. And the first expectation you need to have for yourself is that the business model of prop firms are not sustainable. Why? The payouts that are paid to the profitable traders are paid from failed challenges by other traders. So on average, between 90 and 95% of the challenges are being failed. So that means all the challenge fees are used to pay out the profitable traders, that small 5 to 10% that actually make payouts. This means when you don't have a sustainable business model, that most prop firms you are now starting or trading with are most likely not around in 5 years from now. Here comes a limited belief you need to tackle for yourself. Does this mean you should not use them? I would say no, but it means you should be very aggressive at playing them because you know maybe they are not around in 6 to 12 months from now. And on top of that, when you use a prop firm and a prop firm goes away because they're going bankrupt, don't be sad about that. Don't be angry about that. You knew that. So get the challenge, pass them, get some payouts, but know that on every single day that prop firm can be gone and you should be able to switch over to another one. That's why it may be good to use multiple prop firms, get funded on multiple ones, so you can weather the storm when some of them are going bankrupt. Secondly, prop firms will not give you that Lambo Dubai lifestyle. Why? Most big payouts, like the 6-figure payouts, are being very difficult to let pay out by a prop firm. They will likely deny it, or they will say to you like, hey, you did something wrong, IP breach, or whatever reason they can find to not pay you out. Use prop firms to get consistent small base hits on payouts and let them compound. So on a 100k, get those 1 to 5K payouts consistently on multiple prop firms, and by no time you will be at that 6-figure plus payout ratio. And what's good then is to reinvest those payouts into personal accounts and then compound that personal account and use that for your Lambo lifestyle or the lifestyle you want to achieve. But use them as leverage, not as the main core of that income stream. And third, you will not pass challenge at the start. Most new traders, they go trading, they find a setup on YouTube, and then they're like, okay, now I see prop firms, I can do challenges, I can win them. And they start doing challenge aggressively, not knowing the mental game of a challenge, how to get 8 or 10% in the first phase, how to pass the second phase, and maybe the most important part, to not blow your account when you're actually funded. So there are lots of challenges and mental hurdles to be taken at a challenge, but also between the challenge and the payout. And it needs some serious experience, grit, and hard work. Challenges are made for you to fail as many times as possible. Why? You saw it on the first expectation. They need you to lose, because without you losing, they cannot pay out the profitable traders. So important, don't do a challenge where you are not consistent yourself. You don't have a trade plan. You know, okay, I'm not that reliable yet. I need to work on my game. Don't do prop firms. It's not worth it. Just start a small account and collect some data about yourself, about your trading, and then go to the prop firms and use this framework for the growth of your prop firm accounts. Okay, with that said, let's go into the tool which I use myself when finding new prop firms. It's called Prop Firm Match. Let's dive into it. Currently, we are at propfirmmatch.com. And an important note before we dive in, maybe at the time you are watching this website is not in the air anymore, but just Google a similar website and you should find some good comparison websites for the best prop firms. Most important thing about finding prop firms is looking at reviews. What are other people saying about them? Do they pay out? Are they reliable? How are the challenges? How's the time between payouts? When you're at the home screen, you have a little questionnaire. So for example, you want to trade Forex, you want a 1K account, 2 steps, no discount, search now. And then there are prop firms here listed that you can use for your own trading. For example, you trade down here, you see, okay, well, I know some, I don't know some. You can play whatever you want. You can here see the account size, the profit split, the profit target, daily drawdowns, like everything you need to know. So go ahead, dive into this tool and use it yourself. What I like is also the offers. So are there any discounts? Why I like discounts? You remember from the batching of the prop firm accounts that you buy 5 or 10 in a row. Well, I like to buy in batch when there's huge discounts. For example, 20% off, very nice. Most prop firms, 50% off on all challenges. So yeah, very interesting. Bestsellers on Prop Firm Match, when a prop firm gets the most clicks, they will be here at the bestsellers. So they know, okay, these are the most popular right now. I think the most important from this tool is the reviews, because without a reliable prop firm, you're probably not going to make it. So here, for example, the 5%ers, 400 reviews, 4.9, very reliable. Funding Pips, very reliable, E8, FTMO. So you can use all of these. And the cool part is, like, these are like 16 prop firms already. Like, you know, okay, multiple reviews, good scores. Of those 16, how many are around in 6 months from now? You don't know. If you have funding by, let's say, 8 of them, when 3 or 4 are away, you still have funding for the other 4. And that's very nice, because then you can keep trading, keep getting payouts and reinvesting those payouts into new prop firms that are maybe not here, but maybe the time if you watch this, there are new prop firms, very reliable prop firms, and you can use it to scale even more. What I like about this is you can post a review yourself, but most importantly, report a payout denial. Because when a prop firm has, for example, some liquidity issues and they cannot pay out anymore, you will see an increase of payout denials, and then the score will go down and they will be removed from this tool. And then you know, okay, perhaps I shouldn't get any challenges by this prop firm anymore. So use this tool in your favor, because it's so important that you're not going to do any challenges with any shady prop firms. Because when you are consistent and you had put lots of love, sweat, tears into the challenges and you pass it finally, but you passed it with a shady prop firm, all your work has been for nothing, and that's just a shame. So be smart, use this tool, and get funding yourself. Thank you for watching this video. In this video, we went over the fundamentals of prop firms, why you should use them, how you should use them, and setting some basic expectations for you before you're going to play this. On top of that, use this tool, Prop Firm Match, in your favor to find the best reliable prop firms. So when you pass the challenges, you are getting payouts from a very reliable firm, so you can get those payouts and scale your trading. If you like this kind of videos, please like and subscribe, share with all your trading friends, and I'll see you in the next one.